Hopefully this works. I'm in the spare room. We'll hang out till someone comes on. Hey, there we go. How you doing? Got 2 people on, I think. This is my first live stream, so you guys will have to work with me. I'm going to unbox something here in a minute. I will start with the little version. Now you'll all have to work with me. I don't know if this is. Does it look backwards? Give me a minute. I have to step away. It is great. It's looking normal. How's it going? It's going good. Had to go change shirts real fast. Been doing yard work and stuff today and thought I'd try this for the first time. Try and set that back. This is the 1/64 scale version of what we're going to be unboxing today. I'm going to unbox this and the other ones I have too. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. I've seen maybe like 1 or 2 other videos similar, but I thought since this was a pretty big purchase for TNC Toy Tractors, I thought I'd do something kind of neat for this. Something a little bit different. What's everyone think about that? We'll let's see here. I'll move this down here. Now I'm doing this from a phone, and I hope to eventually get like a laptop and stuff to be able to continue to do this. How much was just this? Now I got the WA14, WA17, 1/64 together in a set. And then I got, well, I'll just go ahead and say I got the 1/16 scale WA17 by itself. So I don't know what you're wanting to know all together. If you're wanting to know like all together for like all 3 toys or just the one. We'll set this aside here. Here on the bottom, it looks like you got some kind of sort of twist tie rope thing. Hopefully I can just untwist it and not have to cut it. Looks like you can. which I'm glad they did this. Actually, it's a softer material, so maybe it won't hurt the paint or anything, as opposed to like a zip tie or something. So. Bring this a little closer. Yeah. You have to have I use a special, I'll show you. Whenever you're like undoing toys and they have the zip ties, these little nips, I call them nips, but these work great for that. Cutting the little zip ties. This is what I use. I have like 2 or 3 pairs of these, and they're great for that. I mainly use them for like whenever I'm customizing. A lot of 3D printed pieces will come on, things, and you want to get real close and cut that piece off. I'll use these. I don't think I've ever used these to really cut metal or anything. I do see some people using these to cut metal, and they always end up breaking them. I think that's why I've had good luck. I've had these and the other pairs for several years. So my problem is I keep misplacing them and forgetting what I did with them. So yeah, just a little thing you can use to cut those zip ties. This is a pretty neat tractor. I know I'd seen some of the videos on these, and I don't think anyone's ever really shown. Let me see here. Yeah. I don't think anyone's ever really shown the 1/64 scale ones. Looks pretty neat. This is the WA14. Like I said, I've also got the 1/64th WA17. Now, I got these from Dalton's. That being said, I also, the minute that, like the day that Dalton's had these on their website, is when I pre-ordered them. So it's been almost probably a year, I think, since I ordered these. And I had completely forgot about it until I got the email that these were being shipped. So, yeah. So far, I don't know. Nice tractor, the WA14 here. I'm going to end up doing a review on these, but initial looking, I don't know. It's all right. I kind of was hoping for more along the lines for the price. I don't know if anyone knows this, but the Authentics. Well, now we're down to one person. I don't know. I thought this would be more of like the Authentics, like the John Deere had that Authentics S690 combine, I believe. I had one and I sold it because there were some other things I wanted in my collection. But looking back, I kind of wished I'd held on to it. It's a pretty neat model. Yeah, this, I don't know. It's got, let me see here. How's your experience with Dalton's Farm Toys? I only order from Outback because a lot of reviews say they steal your money. Besides reviews, I would love to order from them. I think so. I've had this discussion with a friend of mine a lot about toy dealers, and whenever it comes to finding a deal or finding something good, patience is your best friend. As far as Dalton's can be hit and miss. The great thing I will say about Dalton's is he has a lot of stuff that's hard to find. And a lot of times he is honestly not far off of market value. I've never really had too bad of an experience with him. Um, I just, there was something personal, but that's between me and, them or whatever. But outside of that, I've actually really had kind of good luck. One thing, like I said, I always liked about Dalton's is he has hard to find stuff. And I think he's usually on the mark with market value on toys. Um, so I mean that's the only thing. I would say if there's something Dalton's has that you're wanting that um, I say get it. I don't think you're gonna have a problem. Um, I've never, like I said, honestly never had a problem. He was actually a really big help. I seen them at the St. Louis show, and he was actually a really big help to me, and took a few minutes out of his day to help me find a certain tractor that I was looking for. So, um, yeah, I say give him a shot, But uh, as I look at this, kind of again, like I said, I thought this would be more along the lines of like an authentics. Let's see here. Yeah, they do always seem to have good prices and more stuff than Outback. Definitely more stuff. Outback, I I don't get some Outback's prices. I don't know. It seems like they buy up some collections and they just slap astronomical prices on it, or they'll put a price on it and then you'll see another price in red marked out that makes you think you're getting a deal or something. Nah. Jeremiah's Farm Twitch channel. How's it going? It is going pretty good. This is something I'm pretty excited about doing today, getting these out. Um, so I'm glad you could join me, Jeremiah. Um, I hope. I just wanted to say I don't know, looks like there's only a couple people watching, but I was hoping maybe a little bit more. And once we maybe get some more people watching, we'll unbox the big boy here in a little bit. Um, but there's, like I said, I'm going to do an honest review on this, and I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think I'm going to plan on keeping these because of the opportunity to maybe make a little bit of money. I'm not going to lie about anything or portray myself to be somebody I'm not. Yeah, well, they're going right back in the boxes too. So, um, just so you know, they're not staying out or nothing. These will not go on shelves. These will not nothing. These will be going promptly back in the box. Give me a price. Well, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that here. Maybe I still want to make content on these. I want to do my video reviews on these before I commit to selling them. But I am going to. That's a definite. And then in a couple of years, I'm going to regret selling them because I'm going to want them. So, but that's the nature of the beast. I have, you know, some other things I'd really like to add to the collection. The wife and I are expecting a baby. You know, where's the box? Clear plastic on the outside tees. Yeah, yeah. Um, I think Ertl kind of missed out on something, because they had been doing it with all their toys here recently. Actually, you'd have the box look normal on all sides, and then you'd have the clear on the top and on the side. On one side, kind of gives it that showroom look. I think they should have done that with this, because this is a really neat model, and I think it would have been a great opportunity for that. You're definitely right. So, um, we'll put this back here. Let me see if I can remember how it went. Well, maybe it went like this. Nope. Let's see here. W14, W7 was a set. How about 125 for both? Don't mean to offend you. I appreciate that. And you said you'll message me. If you want to, that's fine. But like I said, right now I'm kind of more concentrated on making the content on these. And as far as selling just the 1/64th, I don't know. Because I thought about selling, if I did sell, I would sell the WA17 1/64th with the WA17 1/16th. So, as far as that goes. So, like you said, if you want, you can message me. I'm on Facebook at TNC Toy Tractors, so you can find me there if you want. But I do plan on doing a review video on this. Now, I'll be doing releasing a new review video tomorrow. And I believe, trying to remember, because I do about 3 or 4 videos at a time in a day. And then I release them as I go. But I believe tomorrow, I think tomorrow is either the Hallmaster 2000 grain cart, or it's a 1/16 scale Case IH 380 Magnum that I bought, which there's a cool story kind of behind that. Has to do with having friends at the right place at the right time and thinking of you. I'll basically tell you the story. On that Case IH 380 Magnum, it was sitting at a pawn shop, and a friend of mine had sent me a picture of these toy tractors in this pawn shop, and said, "Hey, they got these here at this pawn shop if you're interested." Well, I was interested, and that was on a Saturday evening. Well, Monday I went to that pawn shop just down the road, and they had a 1/16 scale Case IH 620 Prestige Edition quad track, and then they had the 1/16 scale Case IH 380 Magnum. And I ended up doing a package deal and bought both of them. But I was really thankful for my friend that had seen them and actually thought of me. So, yeah, that was really neat. I actually kept the 620 quad track, made a video on the 380 Magnum, and then listed it for sale. And then within 5 minutes had it sold. So now we're getting into the WA17 here. I probably should have kept out that WA14 for kind of a comparison, maybe. King Randy, do you have very many toy tractors? Wish they would make toys in the USA still. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of all of us kind of feel that way, Dyersville, Iowa is where they were all made at one time. So it's kind of sad they're not there no more, but maybe one day that might come back. So, kind of noticing something maybe on the manufacturing of these. These are sought after because of the limited manufacturing, but I I don't know. I'll show you guys. It's not as bad on the WA-14. Now, like I said, I am just now opening these. I have not seen them. I have not nothing of these. But that gap there between the cab and the top of the cab here, I don't know. For what Ertl's asking for these, you would think that there would have been a little bit more quality control than that. But there's an old saying that I heard once made by the smallest kid in China, and that's unfortunate to say. But, they just try and get the product out. They don't really care too much about quality. Mine is not like that. Yeah, it's my luck. This is the way my luck goes. Now I'll tell you guys, if you haven't looked at these or don't know, one of the differences between the WA-14 and the WA-17, WA-17 has these bigger wheels on it, wheel tire setup. The WA-14 has a thinner one. Now I think these would be really neat with some just big old beefy tires, but these are too expensive for me to customize. Would you guys like to, I don't know, would anyone like to see a custom tractor I built in this live stream? Kind of disappointing here. They used stickers for these lights back here. I don't know. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. They could have just as easily. Yes, and maybe for sale stuff if you got any. Nah, I don't really have a lot of for sale stuff. Um, I don't know. A lot of time I just sold actually a whole bunch of stuff. Last week or two, I sold a whole bunch of stuff to make room for the 9620 RX 1/16th I bought. I needed to sell some stuff to make some room for it. So I sold a few things there. But the whole Wagner, I had to jump on kind of the trend train. Since this is my first, let's see that custom piece. Can't wait. All right. Yeah. I'll go get it. If you guys can wait just 1 minute, all you gotta do is step across the hall. But I'll get the one I'm most proud of customizing out. All right. Now I'll just say real fast before I go on to showing you the custom I built. To the best that I can see, with the 1/64 scale between the WA-17 and the WA-14, there is no difference. They both look the exact same. The one and only difference that I can tell, besides a WA-17 decal on the side, is the wheels and tires. The wheels may even be the same, but they're definitely different tires. So, as I just sat here and looked, that's the only difference that I can honestly say I can tell. I hate that I'm actually seeing paint flaking off of this. Now, something I do like is that they put, these hydraulic, what I believe are the hydraulic remotes or whatever back here on the back. Or this is the hydraulic outlet here. So, I don't know. I wish there was a little bit more quality control and a little bit more distinction between the WA14 and WA17. I know that there's more differences with the 1/16th model from what I have seen, but with the 1/64 scale, looks like the only difference is the tires. So cool looking model nonetheless, yes, but a friend and I both think apparently the way we understand it that this probably won't be the last Wagner that you see made from Ertl. So we think. All right, I'll set that over there for now. All right, now for the big old custom. This is a custom 8870 I built and have been building on, adding different things to it here and there. I've got to be really careful because everything's glued on and stuff. I don't want nothing falling off because these grab rails or grab handles here, like even on the hood, I made those from brass, hand bent brass, and glued and painted them, then glued them on there, and they're on both sides. You can see that. Can you build me one? No. No. I tried to build someone something nice once, and I had it all packaged right. I took an exorbitant amount of time to make sure that it wouldn't fall apart, nothing in shipping. And even yet, it still fell apart and it completely ruined the model. And it hurt me personally because I really care about the work that I do. So, but this one is a one of a kind, one off. It's what I call the Kinsey Repower 8870. And you can see the big old Kinsey decal. I tried to find the more realistic one, but that's the only one I could find. And I found it on Bosun. And I believe the tanks came from Bosun, and so did all the lights on the cab. This GPS receiver here actually came from Shapeways, and I painted it by hand and put it on the cab. And then you got the cab lights I put all the way around, and then it's got the lights and the actual hydraulic remotes on the rear. Yeah, and then this auxiliary hydraulic tank, for the love of tractors, Jason Shireman made this for me. This is 3D printed, and he sent a few of them to me. And but it was mainly this one that I wanted it for. I have this hooked to the I forget what model it is now, but it's the big O air seeder John Deere made. What is it, 80 feet wide or something, with the big O air cart. The unbox 116. Where are they staying? Oh, no, I'll unbox the 1/16th one here in a minute. Someone said they wanted to see my pride and joy, my one custom that I built, so I thought I'd show it off for a minute. I'll set that there. Do you collect 1/16? Yes, and I started off collecting 1/16th Minneapolis Moline tractors. Minneapolis Molines are my favorite, but I really love articulated four-wheel drive tractors. That's what 90% of my collection is, articulated four-wheel drive tractors. So getting the Wagner was kind of a must. But again, I don't think I'm going to keep it. I don't know. You know, I hope everyone joined us so far. I've showed the 116 or 164th WA14 and now the 164th WA17, and I showed off my John Deere 8870 Kinsey repower. I'm gonna get the coup de grace, the piece de la resistance out here in a minute and unbox it. And that's the 1/16th scale WA17. I don't have the WA14, I just have the WA17. What's the story of Wagner tractor? Did John Deere bought them out? Yeah, actually, Wagner was real big here. I actually know a little bit of the history of this. So Wagner was known, especially out in the West Coast, for logging. They built big old log skidders for logging out on the West Coast and up in Washington and different things, Oregon for up in there. Well, anyways, they had started making articulated tractors, and John Deere needed an articulated tractor for the booming market that was happening, because they didn't have, they had the 8010 and the 8020, and they did not have nothing, a model after that, to fill the need of the customers. So they basically went to Wagner and had them just use their Wagner tractor basically, and gave them a no compete clause. Once they started making the tractor for John Deere, they couldn't make their own tractors and stuff anymore. Well, whenever John Deere came out with the 7020 and the 7520, they just got rid of the Wagner tractors, and Wagner couldn't build no more tractors anymore. So, and then it ended up eventually, I think some of the people who built the, what is it? I know the Big Bud had something to do with it. There was a Wagner dealer, excuse me. There was a Wagner dealer in Montana, and whenever Wagner basically went out of business, they started building their own tractors and became Big Bud. But also, I believe the what is it? The Curtis Earthquake, the Wright. It's the Wright Earthquake. I forget the model number, and I have one in 1/64 scale. I have there's two versions actually, not including the gold ones, but I have those. But yeah, so that's a little bit of that history. And someone said something about, do I collect 1/16th? Yeah, like I was saying, I started off collecting a lot of Minneapolis Moline 1/16th scale tractors, and then I started really wanting some 1/16th scale articulated. Well, my first 1/16th scale articulated tractor was the brand new, I wish Ertl had the license, Kubota. Yeah, that would be kind of neat, especially with a lot of the new Kubota tractors coming out. But my first 1/16th scale tractor was the new 25th anniversary Case IH Quad Track, the silver hooded one. And then I got the John Deere, next I got the 620 all red quad track from the pawn shop. And then I got the John Deere 9620 RX quad track like a couple weeks ago. So those are, outside of my Minneapolis Moline 1/16 scales, those are the only three articulated four-wheel drives I currently have in 1/16 scale, with the exception of one. Here it is. I wish I'll try and back this up as far as I can. But this thing, I'm just going to say, is absolutely huge. For those of you that have it, know about it. For you that don't, it's hard to grasp. I know I was kind of set back. Let me see here. Now this has to be easier to get out of the box than I had with the John Deere 9620 and the 620 quad track. I hope it is. Trying to be careful with the box here. Guys, give me a minute. I need to go get a new battery for my light. All right, I'm back. The lighting isn't exactly all that great here in the spare room, so I use a Milwaukee battery powered light. Give me a second here. Is everyone hearing me all right and stuff? Oh, do not throw away poster included. Well, so it comes with a poster. Let's see here. Here we go. How much you want to bet that that's where that goes? Yep. So it looks like they did open this. The people I did buy this for, I was hoping to open the box, and he thought I was hoping he kind of may have been wrong, and the 1/64th would be in here, but I bought just the 1/16th tractor. Let me see, find my knife again. Give me a minute here. I'm going to get this tape cut open. Now, where's everyone from that's watching? I don't know how many people we got watching, but where are you from? Shout out your state. Or if you're not from the States, shout out what country you're from. Haydenwalder, Illinois. Well, I'm from Illinois too. I'm actually from Southern Illinois, not too far actually from Kentucky. That's neat, fellow Illinoisan. I'm off good old Interstate 57 south. It's basically right off the interstate. Jeremiah's from. You're back? Good. You haven't missed all the excitement yet. About to, though. You about did. They sure do use a lot of tape on this, I'll tell you what. Now see, in here, oh, there it is. I think we're getting somewhere. There we go. Alright, now I'll show you guys something. I hopefully can get it in there. But it comes with a sales brochure. So you can see that's taped there to the top of the box. Let's see here. I don't... Okay. Be gentle about this. Give you guys a look here. Oh, have mercy. So this has more of that white rope stuff, like that's on the 1/64 scale versions. Let's see here. I'll say if you're going to get one of these out of the box, get ready for a whole roll of tape that was apparently used, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just makes it a pain for people like me who want to show you guys this. I'm trying to be as delicate about this as I possibly can. And that may not be a choice. But we are going to sure try. All right, we're getting somewhere. Persistence. Persevere. Now, if what I'm looking at's right, it looks like they've used some sort of wax, there it went, or glue, and glued these strings together in a fashion. So, we got one done. Now to the other 50. Suspense is killing me here. I know you guys probably want to see this as much as I do. You're getting a look at it here. I don't know if you guys are on there or not, but Jason Shireman is such a great guy. If you want to check out he's got a Discord server, and there's a lot of, I don't know if any of y'all are on there or not, but there is a lot of helpful information on there, and there's a lot of interesting people on there too. I've come to know a lot of them on there, and they've actually become a big help to helping me out further what I do, you know. Anybody got any questions while I'm trying to take this all apart? I haven't seen any chats pop up or anything. I'd help you out. Let's see. About 40 minutes south of Springfield. Okay. So that would probably be like Staunton area. I'm actually quite familiar with that area up there. Walmart. Got a question for anyone watching. You have toys in your collection. What would you say is your favorite? Throw it in the comments. There we go. My Lord. They sure did not. I don't know if they wanted this to come out of the box. This is crazy. It's here, yeah, outside Mount Olive, just a few minutes north of Staunton. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with that area. There's who said that? Hayden, I was going to tell you, just south of Springfield there is, I don't know if it's still there, but it was there a couple years ago whenever I was through there, and there is a tractor dealership that has a whole bunch of Olivers. Pretty neat place. I stopped and took a bunch of pictures. Yeah. This packaging is something else. I'm telling you. I didn't think this was going to be as bad as my experience with the 620 quad track, but this is just absolutely. Whoever was the engineer that came up with this packaging, I don't know if I should shake their hand or what. Or give them a swift kick in the behind. I don't know. Because they don't make this. They want it safe. Yeah, you know, and I get that. But I feel like they were a little too redundant in their process, I feel like there was a much better way for this. I understand that they wanted, an expensive toy to remain secure and safe in a package, but this is to a whole new level like I've never seen. So now in theory, we should be able to get this out. Oh, for starters, I don't know what that was, although I'm about to find out. I do know what that was. That was the hub that apparently comes off. This popped right off of it, and it's one of the hubs. Let me see here. There. Oh, what a pain. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to leave all the strings. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But I'll start here. This is really cool. Now that's a money shot right there, as I'd like to call it. Pretty neat detail. This, as far as 1/16 go, I've only seen one other tractor have as much detail, if not more, and that is the 1/16 scale Big Bud 16V 747, which is on my bucket list of things to own one day, maybe. So, you see the turbo here, which is really neat. And then you got your intake and your exhaust. Now, I'll show you something here. We'll move the camera up, hopefully. Okay. So, this is really neat. Has a working rain guard for the pipe. Now, that is the neatest little touch I've ever seen on a toy tractor. That within itself, I think, is just absolutely awesome. Just that little touch, I think, is what separates a tractor from being okay to awesome. Just that little touch. So keep that in mind a little bit. The paint looks really nice, actually. Something I like that they did that I hate that they do on some tractors is it actually has a realistic windshield wiper here. It's not a piece molded into the glass. So it appears. Anyone got any questions about this so far before we move on? All right. We'll turn around back here. And you can see your hydraulic lines. I think this is your hydraulic control unit, and it runs all the way down. And then here is your hydraulic outlets for your implement. This thing has some pretty nice beefy tires. The lights are cool. I don't want to touch them too much, but then if you can see, we'll move the camera back up here. You got, well, I believe this is your like the air conditioning unit for the tractor, maybe. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty neat model, especially how they did like this diamond plate here. That's pretty neat. All the different, there's all kinds of decals on this, you know. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this thing weighs 20 pounds, probably. If I had to guess, it weighs every bit of 20 pounds. Sticker decals. 27.95 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, it's a behemoth. Do I keep saying stickers or decals? I say stickers, decals. I don't know. I'm all over the place. If you guys work with me, like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a live video before. So I hope that I plan on this will be something that I'll continue on and hopefully will only help the channel grow. So I can keep getting new things and keep doing video reviews because it is something I enjoy. And it seems like people do enjoy watching them. Oh, um, ooh. You know, a lot of times with stickers and decals, you can feel, like you can run your finger across it, you can feel it. These you can't. Maybe just a little bit. Um, I almost surmise to say the WA17 on the front isn't a decal but painted on. It almost feels that way and looks that way. Um, Now, like the decals here on the cab, again, I don't feel like where they end and begin, it's all super smooth. So unless that there's just a whole bunch of clear over them, I got a question. On your next live or maybe this live, you can show off the collection. Yeah, that is something I plan on doing. Since this is such a kind of a sought after tractor, something pretty neat, I thought I'd do just my first live video on revealing this since it is something that people are kind of hot over for right now. I thought this would be a really neat way to start my very first live feed. Um, so the showing my collection would probably be my next one. Or I might be able to do that tonight. Let's see here. Gotta go. Thanks for showing these. You're welcome, Hayden. I'm glad you watched. I'm glad for anyone watching, but thank you for watching. Maybe I'll see you in St. Louis sometime at a toy show or something. So, um, this thing, I'm just trying to take this thing in. Oh. I don't know if I really want to. Oh. It's, boy. Seems like it's got a fair bit amount of articulation to it. So there's a plus. Are you going to the Northeast Arkansas Farm Toy Show in July? No. There is another toy show, I think the same day as me, or same day as that, and it's here in Effingham, Illinois, not too far from where I live. So I'll probably be at that one. But I do go to the St. Louis Toy Show every year, and my dream is to eventually make it up to the Dyerville, Iowa show. And of course, I want to go to Lafayette too. That's a toy show that has been kind of at avoidance for me. I keep having other stuff going on and whatnot. When is that toy show? Let's hear. I went to Dyersville Summer Show. I bet that was cool. I hear there's actually a fair bit amount of stuff to do up there in Dyersville. All the toy places up there. See if I can't get this rope out without breaking something. Oh, I see how they did it. Man, I don't know how in the world they got fingers or whatever to thread this rope through where they threaded it through at. They managed to do it, that's for sure. Now I'm leaving the plastic on this. I'm not going to take it off. Unless it wants to come off. So this is a very cool model. Now, Jeremiah, did you say you had one of these, or did you have both the WA14 and WA17? I got all. Yeah. 116. Now, I don't know if you would know, but do you know if there's a difference besides the wheels and tires on the WA17 over the WA14 on the 1/16 scale? Is there a difference between the two? Because that's what I want to know. That is cool. Look at that front end. That is a behemoth. Don't know, my plans were to not open it. Well, I didn't know if you knew, because I don't, I didn't know if like you would know, even not opening it, if you knew if there was a difference between the two, honestly. Pretty neat. It's sad that, Ertl made these and they're going to destroy the molds and stuff. I hate to hear that because I get it, because of a collector's market, they're trying to set a collector's market, whatever. But man, these are cool. So cool. I got the S7A combine. They did 5,000 of it. get you the information for them. Well, guys, it's been an hour. I hope you kind of enjoyed the video or the live chat with me. And the Wagners, if you want info on them. Yeah, like I said, hit me up on our Facebook page, at TNC Toy Tractors. I check that fairly often and post stuff on there fairly often. So if you want to just hit me up there. But I'm going to end this video off. I kind of planned on an hour long. Didn't really want to go over too much on that. So, but I want to thank you to those that did come and watch, and those watching currently and stuff. And I thank you for the especially the engagement with me. I was afraid that this would. Granted, I know we only had a couple people watching, but I was afraid that no one would come and watch. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I felt like this was a really nice way to start out a live video with displaying this tractor. So now I get the fun stuff of doing the review on it. And in the future, I'll plan on, I'll throw like a day out there and I'll let everyone know I'm going to do a live video this day and I'll show off my collection. So, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I enjoyed this being my first live, and we'll just do a once over here. Oh man, this thing is cool. It is a cool tractor, that's for sure. Yes, it would fit into my collection, but man, I don't know. We'll figure out how do we stop this. 0.